Today is the day. We've started the osmosis treatment, grinding out blisters, and I've grinded out 4 completely, and they're really shallow blisters, but they are actually in the laminate. It's not just under the gel coat, so this is actually real osmosis. So I've opened up 2 blisters, just taking the gel coat off so you can see what they look like inside, and of course we can see the blisters before I remove the gel coat as well, because there's plenty to choose from. But you can see the damage in the laminate, and I'm going to grind them out while the camera is recording on quite close to the grinding. These are 4 blisters that I have grinded out already. This one is a bit deeper, sunk into the laminate. You see the laminate has this color that laminate usually has, dark, like it's wet. But here you can see this is a gray patch, and that is a void in the laminate, and that is the problem. The boat has been laid up poorly, I guess. So these are air bubbles in the laminate. They probably wasn't this big to start with, but when the osmosis is happening, the water gets in, it reacts with the leftovers of the curing process. It starts to eat away at the laminate, and you get these voids over time. On this one on top, it's more further out in the laminate, so you can see here is this one was actually cracked in the gel coat as well, and you can see the blister is much further out in the laminate. So we're going to grind these out till we have this kind of surface on both of them, so you can watch this in progress. So now first we grinded out this lower one that was quite deep in the laminate, but as you can see it's not really far in, and you get to a point that you just start seeing the true color of the laminate, and then you're all basically done. The same on this one, but this one was a lot more shallow, but that also worked out fine. And I also grinded off these 3 small blisters up in here, and I hadn't exposed these beforehand, so I wanted to show you the whole process of grinding out the blister. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the camera on a time lapse and yeah, start working the hull. These blisters, they are going out in all directions, and that is actually not wetted out properly, fiberglass or fibers, and you have small air pockets and you get dry fibers going out from it, and the blisters is interconnected. So if we look at this area here, here is a small blister, here is a small blister, here is a small blister, and also here, and we got rather big blister here. It feels bigger anyway, and there's also a string of blisters going this way. So I believe there is interconnection between all of these blisters all through the hull. So I'm gonna grind out this while recording, so you can watch the progress and see what I mean. So now I've just removed the gel coat really gently, not to grind into the blisters, so you can see the laminate, how it looks when it's full of osmosis. And here has probably been a little void in the laminate, or air bubble, that they haven't been able to get out, or haven't bothered to get out, I guess. And there's also fibers that it's not completely wetted out in the outer surface, or the outer layer of chop strand mat. And I don't know if there is any connections here, but this piece of the laminate is rather porous, so I believe that there is fluid going from one place to the other. And if we look here, you can barely see there is a line in the barrier coat here when I've scraped off barrier coat, and it goes even down here. And you see this is the fiber that is causing this. So this fiber has been expanding because fluid has gotten into the fiber, and it's been rather dry and so on. So it's just expanded out. And also here was a blister, small one, and here is one, and here is one. And it's a little bit dry laminate, dry fibers and laminate all over here. So that is the problem. And also, if you look at these beige patch spots in the laminate, underneath here is a rather big blister. You can't feel it really, but the beige color is the fluid. So this is a blister that's cracked, and the fluid has been seeping out and left this beige color. And we have these all over the boat. So, and there is usually a larger blister underneath that goes deeper into the laminate. So yeah, here's a lot of grinding. I was considering buying a gel plane for this. That's a rather expensive tool, and there's no place that I can rent it around here. So if I want one, I have to buy one, but then I would have to fiberglass the hull once more to build up all the laminate that I remove. So I don't know if it's worth it or not. So I'm going to stick with this slow process. It's cheap and time consuming, but yeah, I guess I'm still fairly young, so I guess I have time. Now I'm going to grind out the blisters so you can see the process grinding out the blisters. I will do it on a time lapse because it's noisy and it takes a lot of time, but try to give you an idea what this is going to turn into when I'm finished. Now I've moved the obviously dry pieces of laminate and strands in the laminate here.